Hello, it's Mike from TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Forest River Cherokee 274 VFK travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when you're parking this. On your campsite, leave plenty of room for that awning to come out. On your off campsite, besides your slides, I want you to think about where your power and water connection is going to be. Plenty of room for that slide, but then also your power and water are all the way at the rear here. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, unhook our hitch. First thing we'll do is level our unit. Unit comes with a power tongue jack. So you pull it towards you to lower, push it away from you to raise. Once you get the unit level, the next thing you're going to do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit has these scissor stabilizing jacks, a 3/4 inch hand crank, or a drill gun or impact driver will bring these down in a couple of seconds. What I am going to recommend is that you slow down when you get to the bottom, because you're going to want to put down stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads will protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris. Sometimes you get those hot black tops that they'll sink down into. That'll keep that from happening, and it just better distributes the weight than that little piece of metal there. So get your 4-pack of those from our store with your 10% off coupon. Put down your stabilizing jacks pads and then run these stabilizing jacks down on top of them. Now once you get to the bottom, slow down, because all you want to do is run these down into their taunt. Remember, our unit's already level, we're just stabilizing it. So once it feels like it's going to start lifting the unit, go ahead and stop. Get all four of them down. You'll have your unit level and stable. Time to hook up your power and water. Getting your power cord plugs in all the way here in the rear. Big long 30 amp cord plugs in here on the side. It'll go in at about 11 o'clock and then turn it to noon and put that gray washer on. Now in your convenience pack will be a 30 to 15 amp reducer in case you ever need to plug into a 110. You can put on the other end of that. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. At campsites, you're going to hook up to your city water connection. Grab yourself a water pressure regulator, hook that up, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. Yours is over here on the campsite, just to the right of your entry doorway. And all we're doing at this point is making sure that drain plug's back in there. Get that anodine rod back in there with some plumber's tape, not putty. Putty will gum up on you. Get that in there nice and snug, and then you can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a few minutes, go inside, open up your slides, get inside and open up all of your water lines. Sinks, showers, open them up, get a nice steady flow of water going through those, shut them off, and you're all set to go. Now let's say you're going to go dry camping. In that case, we're going to fill up our freshwater tank. No need for a water pressure regulator here. You can gravity fill this with a hose. Two ways to tell it's full. One is an overflow valve right there, or two on the inside where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks. There's also a freshwater button. Keep an eye on that when you're filling it up. Don't leave it unattended. Once it's full, remove that hose, put that cap back on there, and then whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump and hook the city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we're all set to camp with power and water. We'll go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit, continuing here on the off camp side. Up front is our propane. It is on a regulator pointed toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open those. This is access panel to the back of your fridge. Slide is closed right now. We'll open it here shortly. On the back side, this is where we'll dump our black and gray tanks. This is also where you hook up your cable at the campsites. Down underneath here is going to be your low point drain. Next to your shower, hot and cold water out of that. Again, our water hookups, your power. Got an accessory hitch back here with your spare tire. Storage back there. This is access to all of this storage as well. Got a separate door for your outdoor bathroom, or for your separate bathroom keep people from running through your whole unit to use the bathroom. You're prepped for a TV out here. TV can slide onto this mount. A couple of outdoor speakers with cable, satellite, and 110 out here. On your hot water heater, if it doesn't seem to be working, come out here to see if either one of these are bubbled up. There, reset. Just push to reset those. This is a food for your furnace. A few things on that. One, make sure you never have it blocked. Two, steer clear of it if you are running your furnace. It does get hot. And three, we sell butt guards for those as well. You're prepped for solar. You can plug a solar panel in right here, and that will trickle charge your batteries. Speaking of your batteries in here. That's just a vent for that. Check your battery hookup every now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose going down the road. Well, it covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming up beside the unit, first thing I always like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. To my left as I come in, look around the corner here, is our awning control and our slide control. On your awning, I just want to mention when you extend those, you only want to run that out until your flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see the bar. If you continue to run it out past that point, it will flip itself up onto itself and start to roll itself up backwards. One more thing is to make sure that your door is out of the way. This door has to be at least at 90 degrees in order to run your awning all the way out. See how it would hit it. There's your slide control. We will go ahead and run them out. So this chair can be turned, but you might want to have it turned like this for travel. Up at the ceiling there's going to be our smoke alarm. Our AC unit, we'll get to that in a minute. Why did you hear that noise? That's the slide mechanism telling you that it's all the way out. And go ahead and turn some lights on and close our door. Alright, coming up into the kitchen. Got a 110 up there. Self-explanatory microwave. Glass top here. Folds back, makes a nice backsplash. Just make sure you put that down before you travel. These you will turn to light high. Hit your spark when your gas is filled up. All three of these will light here. Same thing on your oven. Just light your pilot light. Over here on the wall is your 110. And here is where you will check the level of your battery, fresh, black, and gray tanks. That fresh button is the one you're going to want to hold down when you're filling up your potable water. Down here's where you turn on your water heater, and here's where you turn on your water pump to get to that fresh water. Lighting here. North cold fridge, simply turn on here. If that light turns red, you're low on gas. Down below that is your carbon monoxide propane detector and breaker box and fuses. You got a ton of 15s in there and a couple of 40s. I highly recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. Head on out. Come on over here to our thermostat. Go ahead and crank the AC up. You kick that on right there with the quick dump. Close that and blast more through the vents. Open that, chill it right here in the living room. Cycle through to off. Shuts off rather quickly. That's shutting off. TV mount, this is the one mount on a TV. You can put on the same mount outdoors. There's our AC off. Now I'm going to go through to heat the furnace. That to kick on. crank it up pretty high. It'll be warm in here right now. See if 90 will do it. There it goes. Now, what you will notice when I shut that off, it will take about 2 minutes for that fan to cycle through before it shuts off. Does all the time in all units. Down here, sound system, AM, FM, Bluetooth, Furion sound system. These are really cool. So I can pick up the channel out here. Indoors, outdoor speakers. Again, nice system. Shut that off. Head back into our bedroom. This is one door you definitely want to have closed for travel. 110 with GFCI reset and plumbing to maintain. There's your access panel. You see it's mostly PEX and PVC. If you travel a lot in this and bounce this house up and down the road, keep an eye on your plumbing. You have a hand crank open. Exhaust vent here. Where's the button for that? Oh, here. Hand crank this open. There it goes. It's got to be open in order for the fan to come on. Close it, fan shuts off. One door to snap open for travel. Storage up underneath where your bed would be, and nice hydraulics to hold that. You see that's accessible from outdoors, so make sure you leave those outdoors storage panels locked so that they don't have access to the inside of your unit. I also prep for another TV here as well. Alright, acting like we're going to leave the unit. Let's close it up. Start shutting off lights all the way up. Locking these doors. Securing this. Shut off all the lights in there. When you arrive at the campsite, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, put a couple gallons of water into your black tank. If you're going to use it, put a couple gallons of water into it. Your black tank will thank you later. You don't want to put that waste into a dry tank. Now obviously we're going to move that chair over for travel. If I come to my main control panel and shut off all my lighting, now I can see any other lighting that's on is individual lighting that I turned on and I need to walk through and shut off, which is done. Now I say doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede this slide from coming in. Slide in. Comes in just as quickly as it went out. But notice always the bottom always lifts up first. That's just because that's where the slide mechanism is. Make sure that bathroom door is closed. Don't want that catching on there. And if you listen, there's the noise telling us to shut it off and exit the unit. This is a friction hinge is what they call that. That's supposed to be stiff. That's going to keep that from getting in the way of your awning. Before you leave the dump station, lock, deadbolt, lift and turn this handle. That's how you want that handle for traveling. Alright, if we are out dry camping, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks. Come back here to that blue line right there and dump that freshwater tank and head on home or to the nearest dump station, whatever we're in need of. If we're at a campsite, we're going to unhook our power, our water, our cable, bring up our stabilizing jacks and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump's right behind your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. 10-foot hose comes in convenience pack. Park accordingly, hook up, and pull your sewage handle, which is going to be that big black one on the right hand side. And it sounds like that's no longer draining. Go inside, check the level of your black tank. It shows empty. Come back out here, close that up, and pull our gray handle. That's going to be cleaner water, your sinks and your showers. While those are draining, come over to your campsite, get up underneath there, and dump those low point drains. There they are. If you're done camping for a while, you don't want to leave stagnant water in your hot water heater. Come out here, lift up on this pressure release valve. Now be careful, some hot water will come out of there. Just a little bit. When that's done, push that handle back down. Then you can pull your drain plug for your residual hot water. Close that back up. That one's tight, we do it with 2 hands. When your grays are done, close that up, take your sewage hose, and conveniently and sanitarily store it right here in your bumper and head on home. Thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Cherokee for many years to come. Happy camping.